What's going on, guys? Welcome back. Today I'm going to show you my ceremony setup, and this actually, what I'm about to show you, works for both power and without power. First of all, we got the main speaker, the Maui 5 Go. For ceremony, you can use this up to like 250, 300 people, kind of, because ceremony, you don't really need that loud of music, and you just need the vocals crystal clear, which the top of this does, even though I got the 8-inch sub on the bottom. Produces some awesome sound, but for ceremony this thing is perfect for any amount of people so far. I have never had to turn it up high or anything like that. So that's my main sound. For my mic, I have the Sennheiser Lab, the G4s right here. Only really need to use one for efficient, that's all I really use. Most of the time you can crank it up a little bit, and it picks up both bride and groom typically a little bit, but not a lot. But if people are quiet, most of the time you're good to go. So that's what I use normally. I hook up straight from the G4 into the Maui 5 Go. And then as far as music goes, I have two options usually. I either have it from my iPad running straight into the Maui 5 Go, or I either can pull up typically Serato Virtual DJ on my MacBook and then run it from there too. I'm working on the iPad more and more and getting more comfortable with that. And I will do another video on how to get music into the iPad for a ceremony and run it that way. You're wondering, how do I power up the Sennheiser G4? Right here. This baby boy right here. This is the Halo Bolt. Got this idea a while ago from DJ Woopig on here, Jonathan Simmons. You'll see him somewhere on YouTube. He's got a lot of information. And that got me thinking more of like, why buy a whole nother speaker and wireless everything else with batteries when I already have some of it and I can just run it off that. So normally when I'm out, like, I do a lot of barn weddings and stuff out in the middle of the field. All I need to power up is my mic. My speaker already has power. The iPad and laptop already have a battery built in. So why not just only get one thing for that? And you can also do a 3-prong into one on that power supply and power other stuff too. So that's when I'm without power normally, and I have used it many different times and it's never failed me. And I keep it in my car because it will also jumpstart your car because it comes with plugs for your battery. So that's without power one. With power one normally, and you can do both, but I keep a Yamaha MG06X, which the X for effects, but normally you don't ever need those unless you're running karaoke and whatnot, so I don't really worry about the effects part of it, but that's just what I bought. I've had this for 4 years now maybe, and the only thing I've switched on it is the power supply, because the power supply went out, the first one, and I got a new one for it and that's good to go. But I've literally used this thing for most times. I do 2 events most days when we're not in quarantine and whatnot. So literally I've used it for almost maybe 2,000 events or so. Running my mic, sound, everything. If I dual DJ with someone else, we'll run this. We'll both plug in, we have our own mic, whatever, it's easy to do. But I'll plug this into the wall or do a power strip with this and then plug everything else in, it's good to go. But I'll show you what I'm gonna run. Alright guys, so if I'm running the G6, the Yamaha 6-channel one, I'll run the mic right here. I typically keep the mid or the gain about like halfway, sometimes more depending on the venue. I'll turn the highs down first a little bit depending on the officiant, whether it's a woman or man, but normally highs down for all of them, and then keep the lows about the same. And then I pretty much just turn this up a little bit when I'm doing sound check. I keep this one at 3/4 normally, and then I just use this one on sound check to see where it goes. You see my dog in the background chilling. He loves these YouTube videos, guys. Just kidding. But that'll be for one mic. If I have to run 2 mics, are the same for the other mic. I run it through here, and normally I use a Shure, what do I use? Another Shure mic in case someone needs to sing or something. But normally I run the lav for the Sennheiser G4 because it is literally like one of the best mics ever. And I'll show you. And then for reception I have the handheld for it too. So I just literally take it to where my booth is, and then put it back in my booth, and it's good to go. So I'll run that. I'll run one XLR out of the left side all the way to the left input or mono input on the Maui 5 Go. As far as levels go for the Maui 5 Go, the main depends where I want the main and whatnot. I normally keep it at 3/4 or so, and then subs at about half, high boost is about half, and then I'll have MP3. This runs to my computer or my iPad, either or. So then you have the line input right here, which is mic. No, the mic's right there. Line input's right there. But line input I'll do right there. Mic, sometimes when I'm running without another power source and I don't have the mixer with it, I'll just test out the mic, and then as soon as, like, I'll make sure it works well, and then whenever I get back here I'll turn it up or down depending on some efficients. You never know what they're gonna do. But MP3 volume depends also, because you control from the iPad or the computer what the MP3 volume will be. Then you go this way from there. So I mean, it's all about on ear and when you're testing there and whatnot. So it really just depends. I mean, let's see where this one's at. This one's got full battery still from the last time I used it, a month or two ago probably at this point. Like, that's pretty sweet. But stays in mono normally for all of this because I'm only running one and then in. So besides that, it's pretty sweet. As far as ceremony goes, that's really it. All you have to do is mic up the efficient, really test out your stuff. For the Sennheiser G4s, I've had to, some venues when I've had like been outside in a super metal building, I have to run multiple scans for it, and you can do an easy set scan and run through all the channels. So for ceremony, that's what you really need, is something that scans all the channels it has, and it picks the best one for you. But also, I've literally scanned all the channels and it picks one, and then I mute myself on the mic. I go up to the front where they're supposed to be talking, and I start talking, but this is way before anyone knows what's there. And then it literally has the worst feedback, and then everyone in the building that's working, they look at you like, what the heck did he just do? Like, not my fault. But you finally got to pick a channel that works really well for it. I can do more on the G4 at some point, but I know there's countless others on YouTube that have done that. Also, like the Maui 5 Go, a lot of countless people have done that one too. I really want to get another Maui 5. I might just get a regular Maui 5 next though, so I can run these smaller weddings up to like 100 people or so. For that, I haven't really decided what I want on that. I mean, I've had the RCF J8s and I've had the Evolve 50s. So I might get another set of one of those at this point, I don't know. We'll see. I've been through a lot of speakers. So, but that's my ceremony setup. I mean, you just gotta set it up real quick, try it out. I'm in the process of building a stand for all of this. Well, this sits on the ground. This one's on the ground, but everything else I'm building a stand for that literally has a base plate, a pole in it, and then everything's right there in front of me. I'm super away from everyone else. Good to go like that. I mean, if not, you can just get one of these tables and a black tablecloth on it, stay away from everyone else, and then you can still be heard no matter what. But make sure you like this video if you enjoyed it. If you didn't, thumbs down it, that's fine too. I don't know why you wouldn't like it. I mean, it explains a great ceremony setup with a little bit of money, of course, but still, even if you didn't have power, you'd still be good to go no matter what. So, like this video, please, if you will, subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to do at least 2 to 3 videos a week now for DJ stuff. I'm really trying to get back into it. I know I've said it before on this channel. If you're still a follower, thanks for still being here. Even though I haven't posted in like months now. But I mean, we've kind of been going through a lot with all this and shutdowns and stuff. I was out of work for months like most of us have been. But now we're back more than ever. Well, not really more than ever. I'm not doing 2 events a day like I used to be doing. But at least 1 a day now for 6 days a week or so. But anyways,